There's no way they'll find me over here. I think I'm safe. What? No. No. Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Of course, on today's video I'll be doing another texture pack review. This one is called Last Days and it's basically after an apocalypse, and really it shows it's a really weird and unusual texture pack. As per usual, I haven't really looked for it yet, so I can have a bit more interest in when I show it. As you can see, there's a sheep there, and the map does look really apocalyptic and sort of doomsday like. Anyway, so we're going to get into the blocks. You join me under the exploded moon as I now show you 5 of the weirdest blocks they have. These all are animated blocks, that's why I chose them specifically. I think they look really cool, but they're really not what you expect them to be. So for example, that is actually Lapis Lazuli. Finally, a reason to want to have Lapis Lazuli. That looks amazing. So next on, we're on to Obsidian. Once again, similar sort of thing there. It's moving. I think it looks really cool like that, sort of doomsday-like, but I don't know if it really makes any sense. The weirdest block, though, by far, is this. This is the end stone, and as you can see, it just morphs between many different animations, and if you just keep watching, it's just going to keep changing and changing. Anytime now. Here we go. Yeah, as you can see, and it just doesn't stop. And when I continue on to the next block, so if you keep looking down in my inventory, of course it's the third one, and look at that. It'll just keep changing. So the jack-o'-lantern is what you saw earlier when I got chased by that zombie. If I put that down, it's a TV basically, and it just keeps saying please stay tuned, which is really cool because it glows. It has a sort of old theme, maybe sort of 1940s, 1950s look about it. Something sort of a classic TV about it. Even though limestone claimed, lime stained clay, that's what it is. Even that looks really cool. As you can see, once again, it has a sort of technological theme to it, and I think that looks amazing. Really sort of doomsday-like. All of it, as I say, is themed, and it looks really amazing. So I'm now going to go on to a few of the mobs. So now you join me by one of my failed video attempts. This is one of the videos that you never got to see, and it was my attempt at making a cobblestone generating wall. Nonetheless, here we are with the mobs. This is what you're here to see. And I'm going to try and get through them as quick as I can so I can show you as many as I can. So we'll start off with the creeper. As you can see, a lot of the mobs in this have a sort of mechanical theme to them, as you saw with the sheep earlier. And this looks just really scary, sort of deadly robot. That is really cool. I really like that. So I'll move away from that noise as I go on to the skeleton. Now, of course, even fire looks a bit different. As I'll show you later, but nonetheless, this is the skeleton who's slowly dying. He's a person, he's armed, looks pretty scary. Now we'll carry on. Now I've already seen the spider. This one looks horrifying. Look at that, it's got a TV screen, a really scary body. This is one really scary map. This isn't anything like any of the other maps. If you want a good fright, you've got to have this map. Oh, it's a scary one. So you've already seen the zombie, but I'll quickly show you him again. As you can see, once again, he's going to set on fire, but he has a really scary look to him. It's definitely more of a horrifying map than many of the texture packs I've reviewed so far. But, you know, you've got to take the good with the bad, haven't you? The slime even looks different. That's a start. You never really see texture packs with different slimes on them, but as you can see, this looks really, really scary. It sort of looks more like like a box, really. That looks amazing. Now, I never usually show the gas. Now, the reason I never usually show the gas is because it's massive and, of course, isn't very easy to make sure you know where it's going. But nonetheless, for the sake of it, here's the ghast. And as you can see, if I can get around, it looks more like a rocket, if anything, or some sort of flying robot. It has a really unusual underbelly. It's massive. It's amazing, though. I think that's really cool. There you go. I think everything does. Pigman? Oh. Have a big one, please. Here you go. Now, once again, scary sort of gas mask look about it. I think that's a really interesting one. I'm not going to keep saying how I think they're interesting, nonetheless. A bit boring. Whoa, look at that. That's an ugly looking thing. Let's have another one. That is weird. I mean, wow. and the cave spider. Once again, a bit like its counterpart, the spider, a bit smaller, a bit less freaky, but nonetheless, I don't want to be confronted by one. So we'll now go on to the weapons, and I'll see you in a second. And we're back with the weapons. So as you saw earlier, the skeleton was armed with one of these, and these look much cooler, I think. More of a sort of crossbow, perhaps, I don't know, something like that. It really sort of doomsday-like. I really love this. And of course, there's the arrow. The iron sword is now a massive hammer. Just kill him. There we go. The wooden sword is a stick. The stone sword is a pipe. The diamond sword is, I believe, well, it's still some sort of sword, I think. The golden sword, I think, is a taser. And then for some reason I have a golden nugget. That's pretty cool. So I'll end the review as I always do, using the same pretty much 4 items. Lava, water, glass and flint and steel. This gives you an idea of basically what you're going to look like in those sort of situations. So this is the lava bucket, and as you can see, it's a sort of green, perhaps some sort of nuclear waste look about it. It looks pretty cool. Once again, as we saw earlier though, if a mob is spawned into it, so let's just get ourselves a skeleton, he will go bright green when he dies. As you can see, the fire is green. It's not really like a fire, but it looks really cool. Water is sort of dirty and sort of old looking thing. As you can see, the obsidian spawn there, which looks really odd, and the stone. The water looks sort of tainted and old. Doesn't look safe to drink. Classic sort of apocalypse look about it. I really like that. And of course, that's grass, weirdly. The glass block, I'm not really a fan of. I think it has the same problem as the normal one, where you can't really see through it properly. I mean, if I look up here, it's pretty blocked with all those lines in it. It's not very nice. It looks sort of, once again, doomsday, but not very nice. Finally, the flint and steel. Once again, as you can see, it makes a sort of little green fire. This looks really dangerous and powerful. You really want to use this against your enemies. So this texture pack is a really freaky one, I think. But nonetheless, as per usual, if you do want to check it out, the link will be in the description below. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And I'm sure I'll be doing a lot more texture packs. Once again, if you do want to tell me some texture packs you want to see, please do. I'm really happy to do them. A lot of people seem to enjoy watching them, and I'm happy to make them. So see ya.